Hari Om.
Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om. All
How
good?
are you?
I
Yes, yes. All good.
have a different view. You have cleaned that area. Move.
Yes, yes. So there was little, what you call, the water damping in the wall.
Ah,
So they did repainting.
hmm. Okay.
Still, there are few things to clean.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. So,
So
hmm,
today I was thinking that we can start looking at, we are recording, right? We can
yes.
start looking at various arm patterns and how to use this arm pattern as an underline all through the entire embodied movement practice. Okay, we'll take one arm pattern like that. Next following week, we can look at another arm pattern. So we'll look at various arm patterns. You will start getting ideas in yourselves, within yourself, to explore. So let's just look at a simple arm pattern. Okay,
Sure.
so
Is
let's
this
start.
okay?
It's absolutely fine. I'm not sure if you stand up. Will I, if you stand, I can see you or not. Yes, I can. Yeah. So let's lie on your back. Lay a bolster to rest your knee on the bolster. And as you're going down, be mindful the way you're coming down, what's holding, what kind of strength you require to come down without falling, but rather in a very gentle way. So once you meet the floor, notice what kind of expressions that your body is naturally responding, what kind of responses that your body is naturally providing you. And by becoming aware of these responses, how it feels, to notice your bodily sensations. Now, from here, let's begin to notice the environment that this body is in today. By sensing if there's any particular kind of sound coming from your environment, and how you're not picking or choosing what to listen to, but you're just aware of any sound, a sense of acceptance of any sound that your ears are receiving. You are there. And how that feels to be there. Sense what is the temperature in your room and how it feels to be in that space. So sensing the presence of your body in that space. Although your eyes are closed, maybe you can sense where the window is, which side is the door, the entrance to that room. And if there is any other furnitures in that space. So, what we are doing as facilitators, we are highlighting the space in the mind of the practitioner to know that that space is safe to practice, to explore, and also to be mindful of where we are. Otherwise, our mind tends to tell us about another location. So, do we really have the freedom to sense this location where we are and make the best out of it? How does the ground behind, or how does your body feel lying on your back on that ground? And how your legs feel to be supported by the bolster. Notice how I've given all these doorways or pathways without mentioning how to feel particularly. Notice I did not use any word like how to feel nice, how to be relaxed, how this feels good. None of those. I just opened the doors and allow that experience to be an experience in itself without coating it or shining it or polishing it. Or in the Indian terms, you could say by adding makhan to it, buttering it. It's just as as it is. From there, let's begin to sense the presence of your legs. And how it feels at present. To sense the presence of your hips. Let's begin to notice and sense your spine. And as you're sensing your spine, if there's any particular kind of information, response coming from the spine. Let's notice the abdominal area. Sense and feel your chest. Sense and feel your shoulders and your arms. Without neglecting however your arm feels at present. Sense and feel your thumb and your fingers. Sense and feel your neck, now sense your head. Let's do a self scan from your head down towards your feet. Now, from the physique, we start moving to the breath, that which energizes the physique, your pranic body. Notice your breath, breathing. Notice how you're noticing it. It could be based on a sensation or based on a movement, a particular location, or it could be a mix of various ways of observing your breath. The highlight here in the embodied practice is there isn't a particular way of doing it. It's just consequences. If you observe in this pathway, there's going to be one consequence, and then in another way, another consequence. Howsoever, it could be an amalgamation, a meeting of various pathways. It really depends on where your mind is. And from there, very gently, the first few who breaths, very soft and subtle, as if you're whispering the who breaths. Continue very gently. And you might notice that progressively how the who breath might change the way you breathe or the way you perceive your breath. One more cycle of your who breath. Now begin to move your toes and fingers. Bring your legs towards each other and raise your arms above your head. Lightly stretch your body from that static sort of you are pendulating, elasticizing your body and release. Roll to any side as a pathway to come to a seated position. inviting your body. Bring your palms in prayer position and acknowledge that you are seated in this room space. And how is it to take time away from your life? And of course, to go back into your life, being energized or being centered in your own existence. So, this is like coming back, me time for yourself. We chant 3 rounds of the Pranava mantra Om and then the Guru mantra. Om. 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 Vande Guru Ramarishi Acharyasya Madhavam Yo me darshayadisham bhantam dvantam aditya. We bow down to Bhagavan. We rest your hands and humbly raise your head up and open your eyes. Okay. So let's come to a standing position with a knee pad for support. So let's stand first, and of course, notice how it feels to stand after lying down, sitting, and now you're standing, acknowledging that fact or just knowing it. Let's look down, notice how we organize the base from where we are going to now um, move from. And maybe keep your eyes closed for some time, only if that feels all right. And although we close the eyes, it's not that we're going to get lost in thought. But in fact, when we close the eyes, we can know ourselves, ourselves in terms of space. Let's take a few who breaths there. So let's do a mental scan of the space around you. The space above your head, underneath. Yeah. Now let's begin with a single arm. Let's start with the right hand. Open your eyes as you breathe in. Let's raise the right arm up. When you lift the right arm up, see if you can release the left arm. Notice how they correspond. By lifting, the other receives release. And turn your arms out to the sides and bring your arms down. Let's try the opposite side. Raise the left arm up. Notice maybe when you lift, the other sign can drop. Turn the arms out and bring your hands down. Let's try the right arm again. As you breathe in this time, raise your arms up. Stay there. Now take your hand slightly back. Notice if your body allows you to do that. And slightly to the front. Maybe 2 inches to the front and maybe 2 inches to the back, as if you're reaching back. I mean, I may say 2 inches and your body may have more space to move forward and back. And this time when your arm goes back, notice how far can you go. And then from there, bend the elbows out to the sides, like a cactus tree, the right arm, or a goalpost. Tighten the right shoulder blade. Notice how the left is soft and relaxed. And bring the right arm down. Now let's bring that expression to the left side. Inhale, raise the left arm up, shoulders to your ears. And now keeping that, let's move the arms 2 inches back and 2 inches forward. 2 inches back and forward. In your own pace, exploring. And the next time your arm goes back, let's stay there. Now bend your elbows behind you. Your elbows in line with your chest, slightly lower. Tighten the left shoulder, but the right shoulder blade scapula is hanging. The left shoulder blade is drawn or sucked into your back ribs. And release. Let's take a whole breath here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now both arms. Inhale, raise your shoulders up. Arms to your ears. Now let's move the arms 2 inches back and 2 inches forward. The next time you move your arms 2 inches back, let's stay there. And then from there, take your arms, your elbows down to the sides. So now you are drawing the scapula into your body, your back body. Notice what happens to the spine or how the spine responds. And from there, bring your hands down, relax, out to the sides. One more cycle in your own pace this time. And this time, as you bring your arms down, let's posteriorly tilt your pelvis, nod your head down, breathe into the back of your neck, ragdoll. As you breathe out, notice the heaviness of your head hanging from the spine, arms hanging from your scapula. Now let's breathe into the back of your body. How does it feel to be in this position? And notice if there's any kind of tension anywhere. See if you can send your breath to that part of your body. And if that works. So we're not flippantly saying things. Connect the pubis towards your navel and gradually unroll the spine as you come up. And breathe. Good. This time we keep the arm pattern and we take a hip flexion. Let's breathe in, raise both your arms up. And as you begin to bend the elbows, take your hips back as you would do in Utkatasana. Good. As far as you can. And let's stay there. Take your hips further back. Nice. Now release your arms on either sides of your hips. Posteriorly tilt your pelvis. Good. Round your back. Good. And notice how your arm is ready to lift to the front. Raise your arms and come up. That's it. Keep going. Let your arms lead this time. And come up. Shoulders to the ears. As you flex your elbows, flex your hips back. Continue. Release your arms down. Round your back. Make your head heavy and raise to come up. One more cycle. Take a few whole breaths here. Now you can increase your speed. We can do this in 3 different speeds. Now notice the speed you had. Now increase the speed just to bring some fluidity. How that feels. A medium speed. Yes. A mid speed. And then you can increase it. Notice how that feels. If increasing the speed doesn't feel right, you can go back to the mid speed. One more cycle. Good. And raise your arms up. Let's stay there. Bring your arms in line with your shoulders this time. Let's go to the side body. Bring your right arm down. Raise your left arm up and we side bend to your right. After being in the middle body fairly, now how it feels to go to the side body. Lift your left shoulder. Now use your left arm to invite yourself back to the center and explore the opposite side. See that the language is of invitation. Now from side to side. And we come back to the center. We take a few whole breaths here and meet your body. Right. Now from here, once more, we go into the arm pattern and the hip pattern. Let's breathe in, raise your arms up, and then take your hips back. Flex your elbows. We go to the chair pose. Stay there. Now, keep your elbows in that where they are. Bring your forearms parallel to the floor. The other way. Outward rotation, external rotation. So that's inward, outward. Yes, that way. Arms parallel to the floor. Parallel.
Okay.
Imagine you have two trays. You're holding two trays. So that's forearm perpendicular to the floor, parallel. Yes. Yes, that way. Correct. Yeah, that way. Now, keep your forearm parallel to the floor and internally rotate your arms. Internally rotate your arms. Good, good. Yes, towards your chest and round your back now. Round your back and then take your hands back. Right, take your hands back and look down. Stay there. Now spread your arms out to the sides. Good. And to the front. Don't look for your hands, but feel your hands. Stay. And now raise your arms and come up. Raise your arms to come up. Let's try that again. Hip back. Retract your shoulder blades. Your forearm parallel to the floor. Internal rotation. Round your back. Take your arms back. Reach to the back. Stay there. And then reach out to the sides, to the front, and raise your arms to come up. Good. One more cycle in your own pace. One more cycle. And this time we're going to pause when you round your back. Right. Take your arms all the way back. Good. Pause when you round the back. Take your arms back. And this time, good. Bring your arms down directly by the side of your hips and let your head come down, 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 and take your hands down. Yes. Now lift your sitting bones up, but release the head down. Yeah, so now you're going into your legs. Let the arms, as they are right now, just hanging. Notice your knees are slightly flexed. Sustain that. And now straighten the knees. Notice how that feels to stretch the calves and the hamstrings and bend the knees. Continue. Flex and extend your knees. You can play with the speed. You can always sustain a medium speed so that it doesn't become too dull. When you go too slow, the body becomes too dull. When you go too fast, the body can't keep up with you. Yes, in between speed. Now keep your knees flexed and step your legs back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. How does it feel? If it's the first time doing downward dog today, now notice how your body feels. Let's take a whole breath. And from there to the high plank. Round your back. That's it. Flex your knees, push back, downward dog. Good. Right. Now from here, medium speed. High plank. Less of the head, more of the hips. Good. To a high speed. And how would that feel? So you have three speeds to play with. And in the next attempt, we invite the body to Balasana, to your cat, and from there to the galloping cow. Continue. Now you can start exploring the second speed. And how it feels to go increase the speed now. Yes. One more cycle. And this time we stay in the cat pose. Let's stay there. Take your hips back slightly. Yes, stay there. See, your arms are, yes, light. Stay there. Good. From there, raise your arms to come up. So you're kneeling position. Take your elbows back. Take your hips back. Yes, the kneeling chair position. Bring your forearms parallel to the floor. And then turn your arms inwards around your back. Take your arms out to the sides, to the front. Stay here. And then raise your arms up.
Oh, only thumbs.
No, you're right. What you're doing. So as you raise your arms up, the hip comes up. Continue. Flex your elbows. You might have to slow down here when you're teaching this because students are not in the younger age, they be on their knees quite a bit, but as they are aging, they don't go into this kneeling position. So raise your arms up and then take your hips back. Flex your elbows. You could pause here just to give them a visual imprint. And then bring the forearms parallel, turn the arms inwards. You might have to pause when you round your back to show them a visual imprint information. Yes, that arm work is very beautiful. Very nice. Take your arms all the way back and then spreading the arms out to the sides and raise your arms up. So you can do a few cycles in a slower speed and then you go to a mid speed. And then you can increase the speed. That goes from sensing where your students are. You can increase your speed. One more cycle. Now stay there with your back rounded. Bring your arms down, shift your weight into your arms, come up to downward facing dog. Breathe. Raise your heels up, double flex your knees. Bounce, bounce, and extend. Let your head drop. One more cycle. And thereafter, we step the legs forward as wide as your hips. You drop the head from the spine, drop your arms from your shoulders. So notice how it feels not to always keep your fingers spread. Now that your fingers are relaxed and soft in the nature of your skin, that could give a different kind of signal in your mind. An invitation sort of to trust that your spine will hold your arms. From there, let's connect the pubis to your navel and gradually unroll the spine to come up. Take a few whole breaths here. Right. Now, if you have a block with you, you can keep the block on the right side of your mat. We're going to explore side bends with these arm patterns. You need only a block, yeah. You can keep it on the right side of your mat for now. You can shuffle it. So as you breathe in, raise your arms up, take your hips back, the arm pattern, along with the hip flexion. One more cycle. Yeah. And the next time we're going to stay in the rounded back position with your arms back. And then spread your arms out to the side. We stay there. Bend your knees further. We shift the weight to the right leg. Bring the arms to the front. Good. Shift the weight to the right leg now and lift the left leg up. Step back. Go to Trikonasana. No, you didn't lift the leg up. Good. Stay there with your back rounded. Good. Now lift your left leg up. Up. Bring the knee to the chest. Good. That's it. Round your back. Bend your elbows. Your arms are causing the problem. Your arms are too far. Bend your elbows. The further your arms go from the obliques, your obliques will go into a little bit of a trauma. So bring the arms closer to the obliques. Yes, correct. There you go. Now see what happens. Yeah. Now stay low and step back. Go to Trikonasana. Use the block. The right hand on the block. Good. Now from there, the arm pattern. Bend the elbows, bend the left elbow behind you. Good. Now
So it
bring
means
the, yeah,
this
correct.
way,
Yes.
this way.
No, how would it go that way? The same arm pattern. Flex it.
Huh.
Correct. And then internally rotate it. Yes, you're right. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's it. Take the arms inwards. Yes, round your back. Correct. Yes, that's it. Spread your arms out towards that window. Continue. One more cycle. Understand the arm pattern in Trikonasana. You're looking for your body. You don't have to look for your body. You're trying to use your eyes again. You see, your number one, the right finger is in a position where your body is getting irritated. So keep your finger, hold the block firmly.
Okay. So how about elevating a bit?
Okay. Yes. Now the block is too far. Bring the block. Ah, that's it.
From here, squeeze.
And turn the
Open.
arms inwards and back.
And forward.
Come back up. I'm thinking why you're guessing. Because
Okay.
you don't have to guess because you're trying to outsmart your body. You think that you have to do it from your brain. Okay, never mind. Correct. Let's do it. Let's do it here. Let's stand up and just do your arms alone. Inhale, raise your arms up. Bend the elbows out to the sides. And in. Yeah, there you go. And spread the arms out to the sides and raise your arms to come up. You bypass bringing the arms to the front again. Do it in second speed. Yes. Now the same thing you have to do in Trikonasana.
I'll try on the other side.
Yes, of course.
Ah, okay. So you raise.
Good. Now bring your left hand down on the block, or the block is on the right side now. Anyways. Yes, that's it. So Trikonasana. So, see, Yuva, remember how you raise your arms? You raise your arms from your hips through the front of the body, right?
Yes.
So do the same thing.
So you bend.
No, no. You didn't do the first part. How did you lift your arms up? How did the arms get there? Yes. No. 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 Okay, go back. It's okay. We're learning. Go back. Now, how do you raise your arms up? That's it. Now go to Trikonasana and how will you raise your arms up? Yes. Isn't it? The same way. But why you're taking your arms this way? Arms by the side of the ears, right? Forget Trikonasana. Trikonasana is only in your hips and spine. The arm is belonging to the pattern.
Yeah. How about this way?
No, no. What? Okay, go back to the front. See, Yuva, raise your arms up. Now tell me, where is your arm?
Arms over the head. Yeah.
By the side of your ears, right?
Correct.
But what you're doing just now, you are bringing the arms by the side of your shoulders in Trikonasana.
Okay. So
You understood?
here.
Hmm. Yes. And from there, bend the elbows. Yes. Aren't we following the same pattern now? And then
Yeah.
turn the arms inwards. Good.
So here.
Yes. Yes. And spread the arm towards me, parallel to the floor. Don't go up. Don't go up. Yes. Arm by the side of the ears. That's it. Continue.
Bend.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Bend.
Yeah.
Open.
Yes. Then in. Correct. Keep your head down. And one more. Raise your arms. Good. Let's try the other side.
Okay.
Never mind how you go into it. Let's just do Trikonasana with the arm pattern.
I'll go fast.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Now raise your arms up. Good. From there, bend the elbows. Then continue. Turn the arms in. Yes. Round your back. Spread the arms towards the window. Lovely. And back. Continue. Two more cycles. See, I'm going to show you. Now you sort of know it with your hands. Now I'm going to show you with the legs. It is complex, but once you know it, it could be like an aha moment. The arm pattern does not change. Okay, the arm pattern remains. Just lifting this slightly higher so you could see my legs. Yeah. So from here, we flex the elbows, bring the arms parallel to the floor, turn the arms inwards, and notice I lift around my back. And then from there, I step back, go into, notice my hands are already here, go. Lift, flex. Okay? Turn the arms in, back, out to the sides, and up. See how I allow my chest to move.
Chest follows the arm.
Yeah, just follows the arms. Okay, now what I do is I allow my legs to move. I flex and come down. And as I come up and back, so my arm pattern continues. I'm going down and I come up. Make sense?
Yes.
So what you could do is just do the arm pattern and then keep the hand on the hip and get students to come down and go back. Go forward and come up. Come down, go back, go forward and down. Then put both the movements together. Arm and the legs. And once we know this space, we can go anywhere we want. We can go there. We can come back here. we can go. So there are spaces you can go. So this
Yes.
is the junction which has various options.
Got
Okay.
it.
Let's try an arm and leg together for you. Or probably you just do the legs first and then go to the arms.
So this is arm pattern.
Yeah,
So
the leg.
keep my leg. So you're saying flex, open.
Yeah. Are you doing the leg now? Now bring the back leg knee down and back. Now your arms have gone already. I reckon that you do the legs separately first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Do once in the arms.
my legs are trembling today. I don't know why. Okay, so here, squeeze, open.
In. Yes. Yes. Let the chest go down, out, and up. Good.
So
Uh-uh.
when you're here, you go back.
No, no, no. Cannot. You cannot do like that. You see, every time you're approaching your body, although
Yeah.
I'm a broken record saying this, but I'm
Great.
going to say this until you need it. You are trying to outsmart your body. And I think you haven't come to the terms as yet that you cannot outsmart your body. Your body will not learn anything that doesn't belong to it naturally. So we have to break it down. So, because that's something that I had to learn in difficult way. So just do the arm alone, forget the arm, like literally forget the arm, and then go to the hips. Only then they can come together. You cannot outsmart the body. It will not allow you to do something that it has not understood. Okay, so let's just do the arm alone, forget the arm, and then go to the leg. Yeah, good. Now just the legs alone. Hands on the hips, right hand on the hip, left hand there down. Okay, now go forward, right knee down and back. Good. Head down and forward. Turn the back leg and come up. Straighten the legs. Now do this a few times because there are a few things you have to coordinate. How you turn the back leg in, how you shift back, and then how you go forward and turn the back leg out. Do that 2 more cycles. And now as you're doing this, try to visualize how your arms will move. Tell to visualize how your arms will move. 1 more cycle. Now go for it. Yes, now go forward and up. Bend the elbows. Yes, now turn the arms in. Now move. Bend the knee. Uh-uh.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it is, I know what you're saying. So the arm is doing its job, right? In
Yes,
sync with the legs.
yes.
Yes, I
But there
got
are
it.
certain, I would like you to look back at this video because I've done it in a way that when I go back, my arm goes like this. And when I come up, my arm naturally comes up. It doesn't wait. What I'm saying is what you're doing is fairly fine for now. But when I come here, I go up. See, I don't
Ah,
really, I come down straight away. And then look, when I move my hip back, I take my
arm
arm
goes for.
up. And then up
Hmm.
and up like that. Let's try the other side.
So I'll start from the legs. Let's see if I can pick.
Yeah.
So forward and then back.
Yes. As you take your hips back, only then the arm comes forward. Okay, you're getting it. Now straight away raise your arms up, straighten the legs. Bring the back leg knee down first, and then the arm goes forward. As your hip goes back, yes. And now lift. Okay. All right. So once we understand this pattern and we use this pattern like a binocular to start moving into various parts of the body. And then we can put Parshvakonasana, Ardha Chandrasana. It could be Garudasana, also crossing the arms and entwining various things and come. So like this, once you sort of master this arm movement, it has to coordinate with the leg movement. And once both of them coordinate, the upper part can do some masala, the lower part does another masala. You won't lose yourself. You can start playing with it. Okay.
Got it.
So you practice this sequence. You look back at this video, practice the sequence. Notice how I coordinate the arm and the leg movement. And once that happens, in the following week, now we can look at other branches, places to go. Okay. All
Got
right.
it.
Let's lie on your back now. And then do a few cycles of your windshield wipers. Wait, let's stay on one side this time. So you're staying on your right side. Let's lift the left leg and extend it towards the camera. Yeah. as far as you can towards your right hand, in fact. Yeah, let the right leg relax. Good. And slowly flex that knee, bring it back. Go to the opposite side. And then launch the right leg towards the left. Stay there for a little while. Move your right hand away from the right leg and back. Now let's stay here with the right leg extended towards me. Now keep the right leg straight. Imagine your left leg, sorry. Imagine your left leg is like the pin of a clock, the legs of the clock. Now from there, can you go reverse and imagine your leg is pointing at 9 o'clock. Can you go back to 6 o'clock? The needle to 6 and then bring the needle to 3 o'clock. And from 3 o'clock, turn the legs in, the left leg, come back to 6 o'clock. To 9 o'clock. Dorsiflex your foot. 9 to 6. 6 2. One more cycle in your own pace. And going to the opposite side. And you rest your legs. And how it feels to come back to the center and allow your body to tell you how it feels rather than making an appointment with how you want to feel. It is where the body is and how it feels in that space. Allow your body to lead you. to rest. Begin to sense your body in space, or begin to sense where your body is in reference to space. And slowly move your toes and your fingers. Bringing your legs towards each other. And raising your arms above your head. Lightly stretch both ends of your body and relax. Bend your knees. Come to or invite your body to a seated position. Oh, oh, oh. Vande Guru Ramana Rishi Acharyasya Yo me darshayadisham Antam Antamaditya Om Yom Tat Sat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I realized that coordination, the arms and the legs,
Hmm.
um, it's a combination both the arms and the legs.
Yeah. Arm pattern continues and then the leg. So then next time your arm pattern will keep continuing and we can go in any direction we want as the arm moves. So the idea is to bring that fluidity in the arms no matter where your legs are moving to create that pattern. Okay.
It reminds me of juggling. Uh, if you think about this ball, what about this ball?
Yes, 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 yes.
So you keep adding the balls once you get that. Uh,
Correct. Do you juggle, right?
no, but I feel it's the same
Ah, okay.
logic for the mind.
Mm-mm.
So it's not only the arm, think about the leg. It's not about the leg, think about the arm.
Correct.
Or you think about the both,
Yeah,
bringing it to the same plane
correct.
and play with the arm and the leg together.
Yeah. It becomes very meditative. When both of them meet, you can start dancing. It becomes like a whole dance. There are no sharp edges anymore. It all becomes very fluid and round.
I'll practice. Let's for the next couple of days, and then
Definitely,
I
definitely.
can bring that.
Next
How
week,
is?
huh?
Yeah, you're saying next week.
Next week, I have some students coming from uh, Korea, and I have a